Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on my King Woods at 6 star. I've had him 6 star for a while. Recently, there was some more King Wood shards that went out and stuff, and more people recruited him, so I figured I'd do a video of him at 6 star now for people that were curious. I actually really like him. He plays really different, though. I've changed a little bit how I used to run him, and I have him set up like this for feud. So basically, with this setup, he can go against anyone that doesn't stun lock you and do well. So you can even go against a subber, a turn one guy, multiply guy, it doesn't really matter. And he generally is going to finish full health or very near. That's why the escape artist is on. And that's why you'll see I have some interesting trainers and coaches probably. Yellow move damage is 267%. This is a 200 right here. It doesn't need to be running wild. There's other 200s. That's just happens to be one I have. Obviously, a yellow takedown set would be much better. And then I have a takedown 2 set here. And there's yellow move damage on this one. So that's what I'm doing for the medals, and the plate is the escape artist, so he can deal with sub guys as well. Let's take a look at the moves. Lost in the Woods, 9 MP, deal 367k damage, make 9 heal gems into red. Shining Wizard, 9 MP yellow, deal 373k damage and choose a 3x3 area to make into heal gems. So that's 9 heal gems at almost 200k a piece. That's a 1.8 million heal every turn. And then the jumping hook kick, 5 MP red, make 12 random gems into yellow gems. So the Entourage, because the 9 MP is a little bit higher and there's no matchy-match perks in feud, go with Zombie Dom, more yellows on the starting board and +2 on a match. Sting to get the red MP loaded, or Butch. Angle is on there, so multiply gems, turn 1 fast multiply guys don't affect us, so like the HBKs of the world, Zombie Ortons, things like that. That really helps that. And then a universal MP down coach, so that they don't start turn 1, because usually, maybe not usually, but maybe half the time, Woods will cascade on turn 1, so you don't even get started right away. This just makes it a little bit easier. You could use a specific color and target specific people. But this setup lets you go against a lot of people, and it's sort of difficult to deal with defensively at times too, because he can be kind of a pain in the butt for people. So let's take a look and see what it looks like. And then after this, I'll just put the yellow move damage trainers and coaches on, and you can see what that looks like if you didn't want to go full defensive, or like for tours or that sort of thing. As predicted, there's the cascade. Is normal. And Priest will probably get going, and it probably won't matter. Let's go there. You can see we're hitting for 1.2 million each move, so that's 2.4 mil minimum, and we're healing for 1.8. I'm glad he got his match right away and he's getting started, so you can see how well Woods does at staying alive while taking damage, so that's kind of nice. I enjoy using him a lot simply because he's different, and to me that makes it fun, because he's different. Also at 6 star, it's so easy to kick out. Even a caveman can do it. And in this case, there's a lot of reds on the board, so let's just tie them together here. You can see it doesn't take long, and you're just chunking away at their health big time. $1.4 mil pin, we're still full life. And I haven't even leveled him up, right? Like, you leveled him up, you get some vitality stats on him too, he's gonna have a ton of health. He'll just kind of live forever and do his thing. And we're gonna one swipe kick out. Maybe cascade here, doesn't really matter, you know? Woods just does his thing. He's like, kind of like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going and going and going. He's not really concerned about any of it. It's also great for any New Day requirement, obviously any Woods requirement. He has other builds. Maybe have some potential for boss battle and stuff, some funky reinforced things. This is just what I like running because it's funsies for me. So we're down to 10 million, 10.9 million health now. Oh no, what will we do? Oh, I know, we'll just heal back up. And I used to be, and so you can put Ray's plate on, and he's definitely faster. That's what I used to run on him. But then I stayed away from sub guys, and there's so many sub guys in the game now that I went with the escape artist. And then when I feel like having fun with Woods, I can throw him in my feud lineup and not really care if I meet a sub guy. And the coaches, you don't really need to use angle if you don't want to. You could again go with move damage. I'll show you the move damage build after this. But you get the picture, right? I mean, Woods is going to stay full life. He's going to keep going. Not the fastest guy in the world, for sure. But if you want something different, you know, like, and I get bored a lot, then it's nice to toss in something different. Or at least I think it is. Also, the road guys have a lot, or this tour, 14.5 million health. That's typically more than you see in feud. He's especially effective against strikers, like a Rocker Sean, you know, multiply guy like that, or Cody. This setup is great against. Not that the AI plays Rocker Sean that well anyway, but he's really easy take-in against Rocker Sean, for example. This one might do it. Right here. I think it will. Yep, it's definitely gonna. So you can see we ended exactly how we started, full life. So he's a fantastic healer, really great that way. Let me put the damage ones on there for you guys, and I'll run him once that way. But this is how I like to run him. Ray Plate would be done probably full maybe 2 cycles sooner, because it really buffs the move damage. It's 150% each one. So it really buffs it. This way it just lets you, like if you want to beat up on a sub guy or something, you know? It's kind of fun. And also, I imagine it's not too fun to go against defensively, unless you drain his life like turn 1. Obviously, Rocker's going to do that sort of thing. Okay. Back into the breach. And of course, you know, if you're not picking multiply guys to go against, then you don't need to worry about that. So if you don't have like Gooker for move damage, but you do have Rude, you can mix and match, stay away from multiply guys. You just have a ton of options. It's breakfast. So 1.6 on each one now. Changing the trainers up and stuff. I mean, usually once you get started, it keeps filling up, so that one would have filled in feud anyway, but the 2 matchy match I think is generally very helpful for the most part. Wow, okay. We got a board full of this stuff. Let's just do this. Okay. If you got the new Judgment Day Balor, I think he might be enough to look. The red's only 5. 2, 4. No, I think you're 1 short, so never mind. I was going to say he adds a little bit of red move damage. You could maybe use him, but I don't think that's going to work, so. 'Tis a no-go. Let's see if we can get a couple moves in here. You can see even adding a little bit on each move does add up, so you could imagine what the plate does a full 150% more. But then you don't go against sub guys, so it's really whatever you feel like. And it's, like I said, he's probably at least somewhat annoying defensively, to a point, right? Obviously, no one annoys Rocker Sean and Showboat Shinsuke, but, you know, other characters. And people are probably going to underestimate him because they're not, you don't see a lot of them at 6-star, so they're probably just like, oh, whatever, it's just Woods, I'll just use whoever. And, yeah, he's pretty decent. AI can't really mess him up too badly. Let's go over. Yep, let's go over here. I don't think this turn is going to do it. I think it'll be next turn. This one might be close, though, actually. Nope. Cascaded. Definitely not. Next turn, though. Like I said, he's just something different. When you got a roster full of guys that do the same thing, it's kind of boring. So I try to mix it up and do different stuff. Plus, you never know how the game is going to change, right? Never a bad idea to have a low charge 5 MP guy that can heal. You never know when something like that will come in handy. Oh, I guess we'll Cascade. We'll win next turn. Again, we don't care. We're going to end up where we left off, full life. You could even use them in Showdown if you wanted to, with the 5 MP match. That's going to load super easy. Just use the red match trainer. And who's the red one? I can't think of right off who read it. Montez, I think, is red. Starting board, 3 match, and then you're into it. Really not that much different than this, so... And this will put Priest away, and we should end full life again. So there you go. That's my Woods. I wouldn't say to take him up like in front of other people necessarily. He's more just something different that can be fun, right? And he's got some other stuff he can do with the reinforced gems. Those are much better suited for boss battle, though, because of how it works. He's got the sleeper, which makes 25 purples. And then he's got the finisher, which is 56k damage for every reinforced gem. He's got a juggernaut that makes a bunch of reinforced gems and ups his purple gem damage. So, I mean, really, you could maybe go a few different ways with reinforce. With him for a reinforced boss, that's kind of interesting, because this recycles the reinforce and the purples. And this, you know, you could go these 3 right here for a boss battle. So just a lot of options. 4 MP to start with this. That would load this. That gets your reinforces and your purples going, and you're just off and running on a reinforced boss. He would be pretty good. So yeah, a lot of versatility, very different, kind of fun, kind of funky. You can combine the finisher with the sleeper hold, because that makes the purples. And go like a weird tricolor stuff. It's just, he's kind of funky. Maybe use the choose 3 yellow to destroy finisher and the sub. He's just kind of funky. But 6-star, this helps for that moveset, the purple sub yellow thing. So I like him. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there.